Welcome to the Valley of Prayer.
Hello and welcome to the third recording from a tournament in the Settlers' New Allies. We are happy to bring you a few glimpses at how everything played out. Without further ado, let's begin and introduce our opponents. The enemy facing us with the color orange is Useless Mate, who is pre-made and paired with his ally in the color red, Killer X Pyro. I am going to be honest and say that we really don't know very much about them, only that they are in the community for quite a while and they've been soaking information and tactics like a sponge. Anyway, I'm joined here in this commentary once again with my colleague Shumi. Hello Shumi.
Yes, hello. Hello, lovely watching people. Hello, Darayxing. Thank you for the introduction. And I do hope that you'll enjoy this game since it was a very nice close one, I'd say.
Yeah, definitely. It was action-packed. I will not spoil too much for you, but it's gonna be fun to watch. I have to say that for me at least, all of the tournament matches went or felt very impactful, very hard and interesting to play, because everything is so unique, because everyone has some sort of a strategy prepared, and you don't usually see people play with something more advanced than just their usual a little more chilled out, so to call it, approach.
True. The biggest change, I'd say, is that we are, not only we, but everyone is preparing a specific 2v2 strategy to play, which you normally don't do. You just get two people together and they both play their best.
Exactly.
But now it's not the case. We do have a strategy that is a team effort to win this game. And that is what we are going to do here. Definitely.
Little disclaimer though, me and Shumi, we don't really have a strategy in this particular one, because we don't, with all the organizing stuff and administration of this tournament, we don't really have much time to train for the matches themselves.
That's true. Yeah. We rather just say this is what we are going to do and then go with it. We never train it. We never see if it works.
Well, for some matches we've actually trained a little, but it actually didn't really work out.
Never tested.
Yeah, never tested it. So it's difficult with our limited time, but we're giving it a go.
We're organizers, we're having fun, we're recording some videos, we're playing some of very high level settlers actually.
Oh yeah.
So, which I very much enjoy.
Oh yeah, I love how refined this map is for most of us already, because usually when I spawn on the new map that's been added recently, I don't know where to place things exactly and what to focus on at the right time, but here it feels more natural to me, even though I could still go through various types of stuff we haven't tried before. I usually feel that I at least have some general direction I know I can go through or choose. So yeah, that's it. But a little disclaimer from me, because I've got a new puppy, so if you see some background noises from me, I really apologize, but she has a temper. And also, sorry to have this long monologue, but Shumi here, you won't see much from his side, because his recording got corrupted. He had some technical difficulties, which he has solved by now, so that's good. Yeah, you will only see like 10 minutes from his side. It will be a crucial moment, though, I can say so much. So you will, you will enjoy what you'll see.
Has that been recorded? Really?
What?
I haven't watched for my 10 minutes, and if that's the moment that we are going to see, I can't wait.
Well, there were
beautiful.
There were a few highlights in this map or in this match. But I think one of the most important ones on your side in particular will be seen, and that I'm glad it will. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, back to what you've said a few minutes ago. If you see any puppy sounds, go to the doctor.
Oh, I said that they can, or the watching people can see sounds.
Yes.
Well, once again. This is not my really native language, as you can probably tell, so I apologize. But even though this map should have been refined for us, as I've said before, I've forgotten to start with stone a little sooner. because as you probably know, with the recent update, you have different types of different amounts of starting resources, and I got used to starting my stone production quite late, or at least I'd say I would even think about it at least 5 minutes in, which is this stage exactly, and right now I'm already building the quarries, and I still feel it's too late. I mean, I've got 7 stones only, and it hasn't been started. It's not being built yet. So
Yeah, it's amazing to see how not slow, how difficult it is to
adjust.
change one small thing in this game to make it work again.
Yeah, one little adjustment from the side of the developer team makes for insane amount of time of refining our strategies and stuff like that on our side, or at least
And
I
it's
feel
not
like
that we are slow; it's just difficult. We have a very strict way of playing, at least the beginning, most of us. And then when they change something, it's well, you want to have just a strict way of playing again, but you need to go there. You need to work to work it out.
Yeah, exactly. But it feels good. The changes that's been done, I really don't want it to feel like we're complaining. Not at all. It feels amazing. Everything they've done, most of what they've done. I felt quite not bad, but conflicted. I felt quite conflicted about the fact that they've actually adjusted the way trading works, and it felt way too much powerful to me at the beginning, or when the update was released. But now, when I think about it, it actually works quite fine.
Yeah, the trading, the way they changed it, they previously it was a win more mechanic. You could, if you were winning, you could just have more of it.
Yeah.
But if you were losing, it wouldn't give you any comeback probably.
Yes.
This time it is its own strategy. You can go for trading right away and work with that.
Although I kind of liked the fact that prices could have been inflated by the general rules of economics, right?
I had a great fight with that. Yes.
Yeah. And it was interesting for those who don't know that you could actually inflate the price even for your enemies. If you bought coal, for example, it would be inflated not only for you, but for the enemies as well, and for your teammates, obviously, because it was global. The price tags were the same for everyone. So if someone, for example, bought coal, then most of the other players couldn't even afford any most of the time.
And just to describe how the fight that I once had went, there was a map where you don't have coal nor iron at the beginning. Yeah. And my opponent and I built a harbor, traded for weapons, and it was just buy one weapon because it's too expensive, produce one unit, and let's go to war. That was such pointless.
Yeah. Now that I'm looking at how I'm playing, I feel like most of you were playing Yarn faction, which is a faction which is mostly focused on military gameplay and early aggression. I feel like I'm very passive on this one in particular. I haven't even started building furnaces or blacksmiths yet, even though the military production is right next to my doors, so to call.
Yeah, I've tried some Elari yesterday.
Oh, did you?
Actually, everyone tried it. We played with Gareth, Spazzy, and Arthur. No, not Arthur.
I want to hear more about this, yeah.
Yeah, and we all played Elari. I don't remember who the fourth person... Bumata was the fourth person.
Oh, cool.
Great gaming.
Oh, and what was their consensus? What did they feel it is? How did they feel about playing this faction?
Gareth loves to build residences, so for him it was very therapeutic.
I get that.
I loved playing the Elari because you build a lot of residences and you just don't care about the wood and stone that it costs because it costs no stone.
Yeah,
it's just cheap.
It's cheaper, yeah.
It's very cheap, and you have to place 50 of them to fulfill everything, to fill your population with research.
Your population
And
needs if you're research, exactly.
That's not expensive. That's really you can get that, so that's fine.
Yeah, I usually get that. That's true.
Bumata had some fun time, not knowing what was cheap and what was not. He was thinking that Elari can carry two things, so he was going for all the
That's Maru.
yes, he was going for all the landmarks and was using too few engineers to carry stuff, and then was asking over and over again why does it take so long. That was funny.
Yes.
Oh right. And what was the general consensus? Did they enjoy it? Did they like the faction?
Well, you have to ask the others. I did enjoy it. I genuinely think about changing to Elari from time to time.
Wow, that would be amazing. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not feeling quite intrigued to play Yorn, but Maru, that's a faction that's interesting to me. I will definitely, if I reach a phase or stage in this game where I will feel like I've learned everything, which I don't think it's possible, but if I will be at that stage, I will probably switch to Maru.
Good choice. Maru's good.
Yeah, especially with the latest
I
changes.
can build almost anything.
Yeah, but you need to build a lot of defenses. Maru is very slow in their army.
Yeah. I'm just thinking about, other than the starting resources, this map plays quite in the same, quite in the same way like before the update actually, because most of the changes are really dependent on berries which are not available before defeating the first bandit camp here.
True. You just need to build the quarries a bit earlier,
Oh,
and
Oshumi.
you can go for the for the trade.
Do you see a mistake here that I'm currently doing?
Do I see a mistake that you're currently doing?
The same question goes for you, viewers.
Are you building over your iron mine?
No, oh no, that's my specialty actually, but no.
Wait.
The thing is, I've even clicked on it and I didn't realize that my coal mine is still not being boosted, even though one of the first things that I've built was bread production, and bread is the thing you need to boost your coal, and you need a lot of coal here. And it's the 12th minute. Wow, that's not good. That's not good from me. And don't, don't learn from that. That's not a good lesson right there. Although, if you were to see the angle of Shumi, his view, you would probably see that he didn't make this mistake, because, as I've said before, with the military approach of Yorn, you usually have this very well refined, right?
Yeah, you generally go for boosting the army production first. So that is the most important.
And that's bread, most importantly, I'd say, right?
Yes, of course.
Great. Yeah. So I'm not lost there. Well, actually, since this is a tournament match, we can discuss some further information about what's going on with the tournament, how far are we with it, and maybe even what's gonna come in the future. So currently the tournament is still ongoing. We have decided to extend the time a little, because before it was said that the tournament will take 2 weeks only, but since there are over 20 players that were or are participating, we've decided to give them a little more time and help them or give them a better window to schedule their matches. I guess, and this is a big thank you to every single participant. Our participants are scheduling their matches on their own. Well, every single team has to play 10 matches, because every team has to play every team. And with that, we kind of figured it would be absolutely insane, considering all time zones across the world. It would be insane for us to manage that for them. So we've kind of not forced, but asked our participants to choose the scheduling themselves, and they are doing absolutely great, and I'm very happy this is working out for us, even though we have had to, or felt like we had to extend it a little.
Yeah, and I think it actually worked great. They have more freedom and therefore also more fun playing and planning and playing the games.
Yes.
I think that this works really amazing.
Yeah. Although a tournament like this, hosted with the round robin system, it is very difficult for most people to actually host so many matches, and I think such a tournament can only be hosted on times where most or at least some of the people have vacations. So summertime is actually good for this. But I can't imagine doing this any other time, honestly. Yeah, so if we will be considering doing more tournaments in the future, which we are considering, we're not sure if we will though, it's probably not gonna be a round robin system. Maybe we'll go with Swiss though.
I would enjoy Swiss and more competitors, just
Yeah.
more players.
Oh yeah, there was actually a very interesting idea from one, I would dare to call her a newbie, a new player, but she's amazing. We have a recording of a match from yesterday against her, and it was an amazing match. Spaziazi is one of our newer community members, and she has joined this tournament knowing, well, very little about the game or about how to play everything as perfectly as possible. But she's improving immensely, and she has a great partner, Arthur, who is helping her and teaching her, and she felt like there is a window of opportunity in these tournaments to actually have a buddy-like tournament where you have a buddy, an experienced veteran of this game, who teaches a new player how to play in more, not strict ways, but more time demanding or more hectic matches, more heavier matches, maybe. So she has learned a lot more. You can help me anytime, by the way, Shumi.
I have no idea. Keep going.
Anyway, she has learned a lot from Arthur, and she sent a lot of praise towards him. And with how much she's learned, she has suggested for us this type of tournament, which I really like this idea. This could actually do the trick that Shumi just asked for, and it could bring way more new people who are otherwise worried to join such events to actually participate. I would be glad to teach someone the roots, actually. And not that I'm the best for it, but
More Elari players, more happy.
oh, that's true, actually. I would like to see some stats once again. The dev team has they've shown us the stats of what's being done, how many matches are being played, and how much this and that was killed, and which factions were chosen the most. I would like to see those stats once again after the patch, especially.
I wasn't sure what stats you are talking about. I thought you mean the military economy stats of your opponents, but no, you mean actually the stats of how many games were played. Okay, yeah, that was a nice information that I once disclaimed.
Yes,
and it also very well explained why they are doing the changes they are doing, why they are boosting Maru and boosting the trade. It really does work very well.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah. I think it's one of the best approaches, right? To adapt to the analysis you've got in your hands. So
absolutely, yes.
So they've done well because I think that Maru is way more played. I see the faction almost on every single match. Maybe. Do you think it might even surpass Yorn, which was the most favorite faction before?
Don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I recently did not play a lot of games against randoms because, well, the tournament's going.
Right.
We were learning like crazy. All the time that we had to play this game, we used to train something.
So it's 18 minutes and 40 seconds in. Is it the time? Is it around the time you've said the enemy could have already had some units? I think this is the time, actually.
Yes.
And I have not a single unit except I haven't produced a single unit, and I'm just trying to point out that I don't have enough stone to do stuff that I would love to. But I'm happy that I at least don't have population issues, so when I get to it, I will be able to produce units quite fast. I also... I don't have.
I want to say to it. This is like the time where you see a 40 army rush.
Oh yeah.
The 19th minute.
Yeah. I don't have these benchmarks regarding army in my head yet. Oh, but Wow!
I started recording.
Yeah. We've quickly transferred to your side because we have this 10 minutes of recording on your side now, and we can already see as we're speaking about it, it's 23 minutes in now. Maybe we skipped a few minutes there. Oh yeah, because you had to reconnect. Obviously, yeah, you've dropped and
True.
you had to reconnect. So we've missed a few minutes where no one was doing anything. If a player drops during the tournament, everybody just puts their hands down, and except for saving some engineers if they're extending their area towards some bandits, so they don't lose them, you can do nothing more than just stop these.
Yeah, but you don't have to stop your production. So if you're producing units, you can do that.
Exactly.
Darayxing wasn't. Darayxing wasn't producing units.
Oh,
My opponents probably were. Our opponents probably were. I was. Darayxing not really. So if they come by and look at the minimap, they are coming by and try to kill us.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, exactly. They are at your doorstep, and well, you're back in the game right now, so I have probably started the unit production by this time.
Yes.
But I can only have up to 5 units, 4, 5, 6 units maybe. And you see that Shumi is panicking. He's moving. He's moving back. He's starting to build towers as soon as possible. And unfortunately, he even kind of helped the enemies by killing some of the bandits that were actually, those were protecting him. Oh,
yeah, I did not expect.
Did we tell you that this is gonna be a short video, guys?
Yeah.
So that's exactly the rush Shumi was talking about. Our enemies have what can this be? It might be about 50 units, right? But I can see that you've got 40 yourself.
They don't have the biggest army. They could have had about 60 each right now.
Yeah.
Well, maybe 50 each right now.
Yeah.
No, they came in with 20 each or 30 each.
Then again, they had to kill 2 bandit camps at least. If they killed the bandit camps in front of their doorsteps, they actually killed 3. So you can see those 3 archers coming from the tunnel. Up on the screen. Those are probably my only units at this point. Maybe I've got a few coming, but this is not. It's not looking good at all, guys. It's not.
No, it was funny. They were the saviors here. They tried to save me, and I liked them.
They are definitely They are heroes. And they're happy about your ritualist coming in to help them and heal them from behind, but he didn't make it.
Yeah.
Anyway, you will not finish this tower, that's for sure. And your units are not enough. This is not good. They also got... Wow, wait. We didn't notice that they were in the middle. Because they've got the siege units. They've got the 5 free siege units from the middle landmark. But luckily there are some units from my sides too.
I haven't seen that. Did it happen when I dropped?
Yes.
It might have happened when I dropped.
So,
well, it's on you.
Wow, what?
Well, of course, I wasn't there. I dropped.
So I should have stopped them from getting the landmark, which I didn't know of.
No, you should have looked at the landmark. That they're taking it.
Okay.
Anyway, they are at my warehouse right now. What are we going to do here?
Well, I'm trying to focus the siege units, as you can see, because this is my angle of view right now. And, well, I think the siege units which are dealing the biggest damage to your buildings are there. My units are also somewhat researched, so that's good. And I've got 14 of them, so we are alive. I think we are staying alive here. We're just fine.
It's such a close call here. They almost destroy the warehouse, and damn, surviving this was the happiest moment of that day.
Actually, you should have heard the panic in our voices during this.
Yeah. I was sure we were dead.
But
I knew that they won't have a big army production because they rushed the army production. So they didn't really go for the for too many boosts, I'd call it.
Research.
And they have no researchers.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I'm a little bit surprised that we've defeated this one, but it comes to the fact that I've mentioned at the beginning. We don't know these enemies. I actually had absolutely no idea what they're gonna be up to. So this was a big surprise to me. And wow, that was a close call.
This was a strong one, but now you see us. We are not closing in. We are not building 1,000 towers because they attacked us. No, we're coming out. We are greeting them. We want to see what they have built, and if they have no army and no towers, this army is going to kill them.
Yeah, because right now we expect them to have no army at all or very limited army counts, and we researched kind of a little bit, and
One of us.
yes, and I think we kind of have an advantage at this point. So yeah, we are choosing to actually be offensive here, which is not. This is actually Shumi's call. I wouldn't do that, and I'm glad he's calling that because it gives us the opportunity to see more action, which I like. The question is, will you actually finish the tower that is being built next to your warehouse and is absolutely useless at this point?
It is absolutely not useless. Well, it is useless if they never attack, but it's not useless. And yes, I will.
Okay, I would still call it a bit useless, but okay.
No, because if they are when they come to destroy my warehouse, I can tuck my my units below the tower and hit it around with some archers.
True. By the way, my 3 defenders there didn't skip the bandits. Don't worry, I didn't break the rules. They were actually trying to go through there, but I've moved them back, even though it almost cost me their lives.
That's true. I remember the panic in your voice there. Oh no, don't go there! And then
you can't go there. You have to go back and die.
Yeah, he moved them back through the same way they
Yeah.
That was very funny.
Yeah, because the units, unless you exactly tell them not to, they will always move through the shortest path. Thank you.
Along the shortest path. There is
Exactly. Oh, yeah.
I'm building some towers because hey, they attacked. Why no towers?
Yes.
But still, I want to keep aggressive at this point in time.
You've got quite a few resources. You can afford these towers, definitely.
Yes. Yeah. Well,
actually, did you have so much before?
Well, as they started attacking, my buildings were still building. So I stopped whatever my engineers were doing. They were actually building a lot of residences. I didn't give them any more job, and the towers that I built, they got destroyed. So I got those resources back.
Did you did you lose any engineers during this attack?
I think I did lose 1 or 2.
Oh,
They
yeah.
did not. They my engineers were in the back building residences, so they were safe in that way.
The reason I'm asking is well, losing just one single engineer, especially if you don't have a guild hall build and you don't have a stable tool production, it sets you back so much because, well, it's your only build force.
Yes, they are building.
Yeah.
And yeah, losing one actually hurts a bit. I normally have an engineer count in my head, thinking, well, there are 2 engineers on top, 3 engineers on bottom, and 5 engineers are spreading out to the gold.
Yeah.
I kind of keep that in my head, and it absolutely kills this calculation because I cannot count with 12 engineers, and I just break. I just collapse at that point.
Yeah, I think we can definitely agree that if your enemies get into your base, they can disrupt a lot. Not only the production itself, not only kill the engineers, but they can sort of make chaos in your head. And that's it's a big stun, so to call it.
Yes, it is.
It sets you back, yeah.
By the way, I really like my unit production right now. I have fully boosted unit production, and I have a lot of carriers. So I'm quite sure, even though unresearched, or well, only somewhat researched units, I will have the most units soon.
Oh yeah. My unit production is on point at this stage of the game as well. I think, even though we're not seeing my angle of view for quite some time right now, because I want the viewers to enjoy. Here we go. There we are.
And there we skipped another 3 minutes because I dropped again.
Oh
and,
yeah. Do you see this?
Oh no.
Just enjoy.
Research completed.
Zath was actually watching during this, even though we've been waiting for you to reconnect, because the viewers can now see that you're disconnected. Zath was watching this, which is a member of our community. Some of you might know him. And my second monitor and the chat with him, there was just big fat caps locked. Wow. And it said,
I understand.
it said everything. How could I? I've been. So this might have been a little weird transition, but we've skipped like 10 minutes because Shumi had to reconnect because he has dropped
4.
again, or 4, it doesn't matter. And I've noticed while going around the map with my screen and just checking stuff that this gem mine in particular looks a little bit weird, right? Well, that's because it's not a gem mine. The gem mine used to be it used to be the last build.
It did. Sure did. Oh my goodness, Darayxing, you're just adding definitions to the phrase. Darayxing yourself. Can you maybe like keep it static so that we can live with a definition, the well-defined word? I can't live with that.
Well, what can I tell? I'm just I wanna keep our viewers engaged and I want them to enjoy. So I did it on purpose. Okay, that's what I'm going with. Yeah.
I'm not saying a word here. I wanted to call you something, but I'm not.
This is a real
Yeah.
challenge.
I hope that we didn't lose a little slice of our recording there, at least of my voice, because I've been interrupted by a phone call now. So if I'm quiet for a bit there and it's somewhat filled in the editing, I'm sorry.
I told you to turn off your phone.
I didn't turn it off. I turned it to do not disturb, but apparently my parents have an exception set, so yeah.
Well,
Sources found.
Anyway.
you sure love your parents.
Yeah, I should think about this. It doesn't feel like a very good decision.
Oh no, I would never set up my parents on exception. No way.
Oh yeah, well,
They can just call in the worst times possible, so I'm not killing myself. No.
my engineer disappeared right there because if you place a
Sorry.
building on the head of an engineer, they just disappear for a moment.
It was funny.
It spooked me for quite a few moments actually.
Wait a second. Did you see your carrier scout?
No, not
So-
I didn't see it now.
So you have apparently you have 90 workers, 190 carriers, and you have carrier issues?
Yeah, well, that's because I'm building a lot of stuff right now. I
That-
also have a guild hall
no.
build, so I have multiple engineers probably. Multiple additional ones.
Well, but the engineers are not in this in the stats.
I know, but usually when I've got additional amounts of engineers, I tend to increase the pace at which I build. So then I need more carriers.
Okay, yeah, I got it. That's incredible.
On the other hand-
100 more carriers than workers.
Yeah, on the other hand, I actually went for this deliberately because, wow, that's a word I haven't used in quite a while. Anyway, I went for this on purpose because, well,
Enemy in
our
sight.
enemies after the initial attack are quite passive. That means that they are trying to catch up within economy, and we are not able to break through yet. We don't have enough siege potential. So we can't give them this advantage, or we can't give them the opportunity to actually get the advantage in the economy. So I need to build fast, and I need to focus.
Okay, and I see you're going for the berries. I think that
Yeah.
that's one too many berries right there. But since
It's
the
not.
it's not
It's
okay,
not.
alrighty. Since the update, the
Enemy
berries
inside.
are now used to build tower destroyers, siege units, and that's what I'm waiting for Darayxing to get some.
Yeah,
siege
actually,
units.
I believe that we've divided our focus right now, and you're focusing on the gem-based long-range siege units. Pardon. And
Research completed.
yeah, I'm focusing on these short-range units who usually die very fast, but also you have plenty of them, so they can.
Enemy in sight.
You see, since we play in this tournament, I've never heard that I should ever go for the long-range siege units.
Complete.
It's
Really?
I'm always waiting for you to have enough siege units to attack, and I'm doing army and ritualists. And
Really?
yes, we never said that I go for the long-ranged ones. It's only that I get bored and build stuff
Ready for duty.
that I get the long-ranged units.
So I just figured on my own.
Well, if you ever expect me to have long-range siege units, please just tell.
Yeah, well, I think we will manage. But going back to those berries, you actually need 2 forager huts for 1 berry press. So if I want to have a good stable production of the siege units that are dependent on the potions that are made out of the berries, I actually need even more than 4 foragers.
Yes, but each forager needs 2.5 berries, so when there are, I think, 10? Wait,
Do you mean 10
That's
bushes?
I think there are 10 bushes, aren't they?
Therefore, there can be 5
4.
foragers.
No, 4.
4?
2.5.
Okay, I've built.
So you built 4.
Yeah, so
You built the
I've
exact
done
amount.
great. I will, however,
Enemy
probably
inside.
take the berries out of the enemy's side too, because I'm greedy, and also they are not coming out because we've got them pinned, which is the ultimate goal you want to go for on this map, I think. If you manage to hold your enemy away from the additional production spread out across the map for enough of a long time, you find yourself in a position where you will actually be able to run them over eventually. I don't think that
Complete.
even trading can save you in this case. Maybe. I don't know.
I think to run them over is the wrong phrase here.
Okay. Okay. Maybe. Possible.
Enemy in sight.
But
Yeah.
we don't want to write anyone over, that's fine.
Hmm.
Maybe raid. Raid would be nice. We want to raid them.
Well. Oh, we've
No,
been
that's fine.
aggressive here. I didn't expect us to go in. Well,
you
yeah,
didn't
we-
expect us to go in, love it.
Yeah, but then again, we kind of have to forbid them to get these additional resources, right? We don't want them to have the stone mines there.
Yes, first of all the resources, second of all the defenses. The less defenses, the less we have to destroy.
An ally is
Oh,
under
yeah.
attack.
Yeah, so we're doing just that. By the way, it's not that we two are bullying one player. They also have connected their armies. There is orange and red in that. So yeah, this is actually a quite a fun,
An
fair
ally is
fight.
under attack.
Well, considering what happened in the beginning, I would be up to some bullying.
Ah, that's true. That's actually true. Yeah.
Enemy in sight.
Well,
Yeah,
it
but
may
I-
happen.
I believe, however, that our enemies are actually level 13 and 14.
Mm-hmm.
Is it possible? Something like that. Maybe
I don't know.
you've seen the stats already, so maybe you got caught a glimpse at it, viewers. But considering their level, if it is really the case, they are playing surprisingly well, catching us off guard. Well, pretty much the same way as the previous players we've played before against in the first match. No, second match of the
The
tournament. Yeah.
second match, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm amazed you didn't build a gem mine right there.
What? It's not possible to build it there.
Well, you could have at least tried.
Well, I feel like I've learned my lesson there already.
Well, if you remember the first video on this channel, you are still doing what you did there.
Yeah, but I'm better. I'm better. I feel like I'm better.
You sure? That's true. You are better. Yeah. Our plans. Our plans is Darayxing is still getting those tower destroyers. He
Yep.
is building some berry presses. I am waiting for Darayxing. No shit, I'm just doing that. I want to wait for Darayxing because we've decided that he's going for tower destroyers.
Yeah,
And
actually,
meanwhile, I'm getting bored pretty much,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I will go for some crazy strats soon-ish.
cool. Well, this is a phase where you actually can get bored because they are locked up in there and I need some time to get the production going. And I think we will even skip some time soon-ish. I think in the editing we will skip like 20 minutes or so because this is exactly what it is, what we've just said. It will be some heavy build time where I'll be building some additional production towards some additional bread that will be sold. I will be building gold production and there will be the production of alchemists soon. So a lot of building, not that it maybe it would be engaging to see, but I feel like it would be too long, so let's cut it out.
we are just improving our position here. They cannot
Yeah.
improve the position. We are improving our position. By the way, I want to predict that we are going to skip this in 13 seconds. 47:10.
Oh, I can't remember where the editing took place, so can't help you there.
And
And no. Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be anytime soon. Anyway, let's not focus on the editing side of things. What the hell are we doing here? Yeah. At this point, I wanna address a thing which I'm not certain of at all yet, at least. Do you think it is possible to surpass the production of gold mines together with mints with just trading, with selling enough stuffs?
yes, absolutely. I think Elari can make more money than Maru can.
I can build almost anything.
Really, because of their very cheap bread production. But then again, trading uses a lot of carriers. So
Yeah.
you are kind of cutting... you cannot build that much army because you need the carriers to carry things, right?
Yeah,
Or you go for donkeys.
But the thing is, you also need additional carriers for the additional bread production which is being
Enemy
sold.
in sight.
So
Yes, so trading is way more carrier heavy.
dependent, yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
while building
Just gold
building gold mines and mints, that's the name of that building, is cheaper in carriers.
Yeah, obviously you want to have a combination of that, but I wonder. That ultimately comes down to the question whether or not, and there is the skip.
Ooh, by
ultimately it comes
minute
down.
30 minutes.
Yeah,
Minute 30 seconds.
yeah. It ultimately comes down to the question whether or not you can actually surpass the enemies on this map if you only have got the access to trading as our enemies do right now, while the enemies have got the access to the rest of the map entirely. I feel like the answer is
No.
heavy no. Yeah.
No, I think it's now too late. They would need to break out in some way and get gold, stone and stuff.
Yeah.
I just don't see it happening.
Exactly. At this point though, I am on my population limit. The production of additional bread to be traded is done. I've also taken the enemy berry side, so I will have additional alchemist production or potion production that are being used for alchemy production. Yeah, 218 units. I'm just moving in just because I need to lose some units there. I need to start trading some units because with the population cap being on 500, I can't get anything else. I can research, obviously. I could wait for Shumi to get his ranged units or for me to get them, but that would be difficult because when you get to these population issues eventually, you are limited and every production and stuff is just
Enemy
so slow.
in sight.
Yeah, but you have some tower destroyers already built, so you are taking down these towers one by one.
Oh yeah, how many were there? I believe there were like 15 and the tower was gone in seconds.
I believe there were 17 and you boosted them with a howl. I don't know if you have level 2 of howl.
I
you
don't
boosted
think
them
I
with
do.
howl.
I don't think I do.
Sight.
Yeah. So
17 tools though, whatever I'm planning to do with them.
Oh yes. So here I come with the plan to maybe attack someday.
Oh, yeah.
Because well, Darayxing seems to be breaking through.
Wow,
and-
you make me look like I'm slow.
Well,
Like you've been waiting for eternity.
you
Did
know,
you feel that
you've skipped you've skipped 20 minutes of recording there.
Yeah,
And I just want to say that you are
Enemy in sight.
not breaking through this, or are you?
no, I'm not.
Yeah,
I am trading the units, but that's it.
yeah, exactly. That's what I thought.
Yeah, I believe you actually had Howl level 2 at this stage, and I didn't.
Enemy
Yes,
in sight.
I said that I'm going to use the howl because I researched this.
Yeah, I remember
Fully.
you saying that.
Yeah, and but no, nothing happened.
Oh.
Oh no! Oh, that hurts.
Yeah, it hurts so much when this happens.
Oh.
And it moved for the last time, in the last second. It
Yeah,
just,
it always does that. It's
Yeah.
always like that.
Research complete.
It's like your screen never stops. It's still moving with extremely slow pace. At extremely slow pace.
yeah.
Well, that hurts, but good thing you have that many engineers.
Oh yeah.
You're also
Well-
still trading with 0 carriers, which, as we talked in about 17 videos already, not a good thing.
Yeah, not the best thing, but I've actually I've reached the phase of the game, or the stage of the game where I have no carries while this trade was already ongoing. So
Mhm.
I didn't really want
Enemy
to pause
in
it,
sight.
or I maybe
Yeah.
even couldn't. The thing is, I'm actually combining this with additional building, which doesn't help it either. Yeah, so we're in pretty much stagnant phase, but I'm combining our armies, or my armies now, because I just want to focus on this one side in particular, and I think I'm gonna be trying to break through our red enemy, which is Killer Expiro, I believe, from the look of the icons, but I'm not sure.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Useless mate is on the right, orange.
Yeah, and he's
Red is
actually
Killer
coming
Expiro.
out right now.
Enemy in sight.
Yeah.
How big
I
is
think-
this army?
I
Oh,
don't
not big
think
enough.
It's big. I don't think. Yeah, but I think there's also red army in there, isn't there?
Oh yeah, nice little addition in the UI of this game. A little, how is it called?
Well,
life
be
upgrade.
quick.
Well, a little addition. You can actually click on each type of unit that is being displayed in your UI, and you then can select them easier than before, which is amazing. And I've just used it to get these additional alchemists to the siege area, while the rest of the army is staying there to support yours.
Did you not show it? Did you not? So
What?
there were berserkers running through, and they wanted to jump up, and I bet
yeah.
they are up right now, and you haven't showed it.
Oh yeah, you could have just here. Yeah,
There
yeah,
it
yeah.
is.
Yeah, they've jumped up, and they're destroying and disrupting the production. And this is the time for me where I attack,
Yes,
because the enemy is being preoccupied on multiple places. They have to retreat unless they want their production being backdoored. And here we go.
Enemy
I have
in
made a
sight.
lot of destruction right there, and they definitely hate it.
It
And-
is actually nasty. This is very nasty.
It's super annoying. You can recall your units to the top so that you can kill the berserkers. They can jump very often, so you have to recall if you want to kill them.
Yeah.
But then you don't have a recall, so he would have recalled his army to the top, and this would have died.
Exactly.
So he has big problems, troubles right here.
The way I'm attacking here, by the way, is not the best. I've let my alchemists to be in the back, and they've been blocked by my own units, so they couldn't very effectively attack these structures. But honestly, it is an hour and 14 minutes in, and I said to myself, what the hell? I've got a lot of additional units coming in, and I can trade these units.
Yeah. And I was waiting for Darayxing to get through, and he didn't. So once again, my army doesn't go in.
Yeah, but their defensive capabilities are limited right now.
That's true.
And hey, I didn't forbid you to build your own siege units. Just saying.
Right, but we are a team, so we kind of should plan everything, you know?
Ally is under
Uh-huh.
attack.
It's not about forbidding, it's about planning. more or
Yeah.
less.
Well, then you could have asked me whether you should.
I bet I have asked whether you're building siege units and will break out those towers.
Well, then the answer would still be yes. I would break out eventually, and I was building
true.
siege units.
That yes, both questions are both answers are true.
So tricks on you.
Yeah.
150 bread. I will not
Yeah,
be
I
able to
saw that
trade
too.
that. That's too much. I may have overbuilt the production of bread right there, and I think this is also blocking my population while attacking. So don't overdo it, guys.
Yeah.
Enemy
You
in
could have
sight.
stopped it right now.
That's true.
But-
I could have.
Oh, you are now. You still didn't show it.
Ready to
You are the. So
enemy
in the
in
game, watchers, here you go. In the game, Darayxing wanted me to tell him whenever I'm going to jump up. So every time I jumped up with my berserkers, I shouted, "I'm jumping up," so that he can record it. And I
Didn't
shouted,
notice.
I'm jumping up right here. You saw the berserkers running up, but he didn't show them jumping up.
Oh well, things happen.
You are the worst.
Well, you still could have had a working recording, so let's leave it that we're both at fault.
I'll take it. I had some technical issues, so if you want to blame your inability on my technical issues, I'm fine with that.
Yes, that's what I'm going with.
Very well.
Feels
Okay.
feels very healthy.
Orange by now has a big army actually. And
Bigger army than us.
Bigger. I think it's bigger. I don't know
Yes.
if it's researched. And
At this
he
stage.
wants to break out, which is a
Yeah.
great idea. If they want to win, they have to do it someday.
Exactly.
But they are never killing my berserkers. I don't know. Well, you didn't show it, but I was running around their base with my berserkers, jumping from one side to the other because they've built their base in such a way that you couldn't go from one side to the other quickly. You needed to go through the whole base, like do a round around the base
Oh.
to go to the other side. And my berserkers just jumped over.
Yeah, their ability is amazing for this, and some people might argue that this is not intentional, but I believe it is.
Absolutely, it is.
Yeah.
It
yeah.
has to be.
But I've shown it right now, by the way.
Yes, thank you. The reason why it is that they are blocked to jump over gates, most of the gates.
Yeah.
So Ubisoft actually seems to have looked at every single opportunity where they could jump over
Yeah.
and block those that are unintended.
Yes. This has been done well.
Yeah, I like this skill.
Hmm.
It is by far, in my opinion, by far the weakest unit when it goes to fighting
Yes.
from the special units.
Considering their price.
Yes, I am just talking about the special units. So Mario
yeah.
unit is still stronger than these units.
Oh, yeah.
They shouldn't fight, but their ability is so tricky on most maps that they can grant you the victory very quickly.
Yeah, I've just learned that if you can kill them mid-fight, apparently.
Mid-flight, yes.
Mid-flight, yeah.
Yeah. They do not disappear from the world.
Wow,
Yeah.
it is tiring at 50th minute for me to do the voiceover, apparently. I'm having some trouble.
Did you yawn?
No, but I find it harder to find words.
Oh. Yeah, that's true. Talking a long time in a language that you are not so familiar with. I mean, we are not bad at English, but we still have to find our words to describe everything. It is a
Yeah.
bit tiring.
For me, it takes some additional focus. So
Yeah, but you are going to be a teacher, so go
You-
on. Yeah, you will. Will you do your lessons in English?
Oh, I wish that would be actually amazing.
Yeah. Oh, but it is an elementary school, isn't it?
Yeah, surprisingly though,
Yeah.
there is a German class in
Yeah.
on that school, because the school is trying to be as progressive as possible and therefore
Nice.
allowing their students to learn from the very first very first class they're in, they can learn that in German, which I believe can be quite hard. But surprisingly enough, this is not possible in English.
So you have German lessons in German, but not English lessons in English?
Well, only English lessons themselves are in English, obviously. But those German lessons I'm talking about, it's math in German, it's physics in German, it's everything in German.
Okay, yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Under attack.
Which I can't imagine being how much is it? A 6-year-old kid who just learned
Enemy in sight.
the basics of the life, and all of a sudden you're being taught
Six of the line.
so many things in a foreign language, which is
Enemy
not
in sight.
easy to learn. Let me tell you, German is annoying. At least in my eyes. I mean, I don't mean to offend anyone, but German is a difficult language. I believe that it can be said about Czech as well. I'm Czech.
Okay.
But
Enemy in
Difficult is different than annoying. I just want to say that.
yeah. It is difficult. Annoyingly difficult. That's the combination of words I should have used.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense. German is annoying.
Yeah. Well, I believe for Germans it would be annoying to learn Czech too, because it's immense difference in Slavic between well, yeah. You know.
Well, as a person who went that way,
Yeah.
did that, you know, it goes. It just happens. You can do it.
Yeah, I know it's possible, obviously. I mean, I actually like learning new languages, but I never found German being pleasant for me with my Slavic tongue.
Listen, how are you making it worse?
I'm not trying to make it worse.
No,
it's
you're not
just
trying. You're just making it worse.
No, I believe that I believe that can be said both ways, really.
Yeah. So right here, Darayxing is breaking through, and he said not a word to me. My army is standing in the middle, thinking what they are going to do.
Yeah,
He
I'm
has
doing
no
my
army
thing.
right here. No, you have no army right here, and you never asked for help. I had to look here to see that you need help, and right now I hope my army is still not going.
Well, the thing is, I felt like you're doing your own battles on that side, and I'm doing mine here.
Well, my battle was with 20 units, not with those 150 who are standing right there.
under attack.
Well, I wanted to be the star of this fight, and you would take my what's it called, highlight.
All right. Well, don't worry. You have the highlight of my hate right now, and my army is coming to save your ass soon.
I still got 80 units. Just saying, I don't need saving.
Yeah, with like 70 scouts, or what do you have there?
No, I've got like 5 scouts. Maybe not even. I really didn't build too much. Too many.
Oh, you just showed your army composition, but I didn't see it.
Yeah, there are 7 scouts.
Yeah.
Oh, 18 ritualists. Okay, that's not big fighting capabilities.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. So you have like 24 fighting units,
Then siege units.
and then 31 siege units.
Yeah.
18 ritualists. I don't know when you're using those howls, but that's fine.
That's
7
healing.
scouts.
It's healing.
They are
Opportunities.
healing. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. They are healing. That is correct.
Yeah. And I've also got the healing research, so they will come to use.
Enemy in sight.
I don't.
And
I don't make it anymore.
What? You don't research healing anymore?
No.
Why?
An ally is
Well, I figured that while it's strong in a small fight, because a unit survives there a bit, in a big fight a unit is getting killed,
enemy in
quickly.
sight.
and it's healing per second, right? It's not
Yeah,
plain
but
healing.
it's also very cheap to research that.
Well, it's 2 ritualists
Oh yeah.
who could howl.
Is under attack.
But with these defenses being broken through, we are apparently winning, because there is the pop-up for you to join the community and have some nice time with us and maybe join future tournaments. And it really seems like we're winning. So we thank you for watching if you made it to the end of this video. Our opponents, or the second opponent that hasn't been defeated yet, is leaving right now.
Victory
And
is
yeah,
ours.
we thank you for watching. We would like to welcome you in the future tournaments, and yeah, join the community.
And absolutely well played.